Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, here's something that I'll bet some of you have never even heard about before. So here's my statement for this week's report. Are you waiting for hard water? Now, a lot of you know exactly what I mean, but a lot of you might not. You might not have heard that term before, but that's what we talk about ice fishing. We need hard water, in other words, ice, to get out there ice fishing. And so, really, this is a time that I need to start talking about this. And there's so much to talk about because ice fishing isn't the same as it once was. I mean, it's really, really not the same. And we'll get into a lot of the different aspects of this week. But to start this off, I want to talk about the most important thing of all, and that is safety. And you know, let's step back just a little bit. Let's take the hardness away and let's talk about soft water or water. And there's still open water. There's still places that you can go fishing right now and you can catch fish from shore especially. Because before the ice forms, the fish, almost every species, starts moving in to the slower water areas, the shallower water areas, the bays, the harbors, the places where there isn't as much current, where we all have access to. So let's look at open water first and the dangers right now of open water. And it's pretty obvious, but we might take it for granted. Number one, if we're fishing along the shore, most of the places open to us are along causeways, and causeways have broken rock along the shoreline. And that broken rock is of all different sizes. And when you try to walk on that, it's one thing in the summer, still dangerous, but in the fall and winter, it becomes treacherous, or it can be, because if there's any precipitation, any wetness, it can turn to ice. It can turn to slippery conditions, and you have a much greater chance of falling and breaking bones. The second thing, and this is, oh my gosh, the one way, because most of the big boats are gone now. They're put up for winter. Most of the docks are gone. So the one way you can fish open water is with a canoe or a kayak. And I don't recommend that to anybody, because if you fall, you always have a chance of falling. But again, all those conditions are different than in the summer. Number one, the bottom of the canoe might be more slippery. Number two, you might be dressed in warmer clothes, so your body's stiffened up. You can't move it the same because you're all bound up. You fall in the water, it's over, because that water is so cold it almost instantly numbs you, and there's nothing you can do. So as much as I talk about, well, there's still fishing left, there's still places you can go, for most of us, this might not be the best time, because there's a lot of dangers right now that there might not be earlier in the year. The one thing you can do, you're not going to protect your legs, your feet, you're not going to protect yourself from falling, but if you have some kind of flotation device, you must have that. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.